Ronnie, I get a lot of people that send me notes that say that when we tell them to all rise while they're sheltering in place, it's the most exercise they get all week. So I'm letting them stand a little longer this week.
Stretch it out.
All right.
I think we are live, actually.
Good.
How about that?
Welcome to Easter morning mass. This is Men Are So Smart, also known as Little People, Big World.
Oh, Lord.
We probably could do a whole 2 hours on Men Are So Smart and technology. But
that's tough. That's a tough one for us.
Why must we struggle with this every single week? Is it definitely 100% operator error, Ronnie?
Yeah, a little bit.
I just called you something under my breath. I wonder if it'll pick up on the playback. All right. Nice.
Oh, here's the chat. I got the chat up.
Okay. Good. I'm not even going to try to get to the chat right now.
Jason, Sasha, Jimmy, Matt McGrew, Rick Clemenson, Sledneck, me, Lou and Ronnie. Dustin's here early.
Oh, good.
Good morning, Dustin. Yeah.
Dustin and I have been working diligently on Men Are So Smart bandanas for the masks.
Yes.
You might be able to get your very own one. We'll see. Working on that now. Glad that you're here. We have a lot to get to this morning. Not the least of which is going to be some Tiger King talk.
Yes, you've watched the whole season now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for episode number 8. I think Sasha said something about the possibility of us seeing it today.
Oh, I haven't heard that, but I heard Sasha say it, but I haven't heard that anywhere else.
You told me that it's going to be like a after show.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to say exactly what it will be. It seemed to me like there were some loose ends that were still dangling that they could have tied up a little better.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Maybe they do something like that, or maybe they just go through and interview all the participants, kind of like the Bachelorette last episode of the season type thing.
Ronnie, you know how much I love science, correct?
Yes.
I'm trying to get this open here now.
From what I know of you, you love science.
I do, and I'm trying to get to this story. Did you know? Did you know that Uranus is leaking gas?
Almost hourly. Yes.
No, not that. That's not what I meant.
Well, so in our house, one of the signs of having the coronavirus is you lose your sense of taste and your sense of smell.
Uh-huh.
So I try to fart on a regular basis, and then when my wife smells it, it's just a health check to make sure she doesn't have it.
You're really a giver when it comes to farts.
Yeah. You know what? It's what I am. It's what I do.
You're not a taker.
No, I don't like taking. I do like to give.
Well, I've got this story that I wanted to read to you, but for some reason, believe it or not, I know it's hard to believe, but I can't seem to open it, Ronnie.
What? That's crazy.
I know.
Who would have thought that?
No, certainly not me.
Yeah. Well,
insert photo or video. I give up. Okay, so I can't bring you the gas Uranus story. I apologize.
Oh, man.
But I can go to something else if you'd like. We can talk about coronavirus. Boy, none of this seems to want to work. I give up. Screw it. I'm just so fed up right now with technology. We're just going to roll with what we have, okay?
Yeah, check.
All right,
check.
Ronnie, let's see. Let's get right into our mailbag this morning.
Oh, yes.
And it is coronavirus related. This comes to us from Heather in Seattle. And Heather is a concerned mom, working mom, by the way.
All right.
Dear Lou and Ronnie, love your show. I need some advice. I work in the public sector and my job is deemed essential. I seriously doubt it myself, she says. My job puts me in contact with the general public all day, every day. And it's such a joke. My company doesn't provide gloves or masks and doesn't require customers to use them. I am a very healthy, strong woman that rarely, if ever, gets sick, and I'd like to keep it that way. I sure can't quit my job. We have a 2-income family with 2 kids and struggle to make it as it is, let alone the struggles of shelter in place. She says.
How did she spell that?
EEEERRRGGGGHHH exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
There's actually one extra G in there. She misspelled. It's very close, though. That'll work.
Oh, you're awfully technical this morning.
That's how I roll.
I can't take the chance of getting my 2 small children sick. I couldn't deal with that guilt. I know I'm not alone. Many great American families are going through similar struggles. What do we do?
Well, there are quite a few of us. In fact, I worked yesterday. All you can do is, and your job is supposed to provide masks, N95 masks, and gloves if that's practical. So I did. They had masks there yesterday. I didn't wear one. They also had hand sanitizer, which I used very liberally. All you can really do is be as safe as you can be. I think if you have a job that, if you work at a grocery store, it may not seem essential. It's essential. People would freak out if all grocery stores closed. So some people think their job isn't essential. It's essential.
What about the people that are doing business who shouldn't be, who are really non-essential but still working?
Well, I've just watched the news 10 minutes ago, and there are like hundreds of people complaining about golf courses. The golf courses should not be open.
That's a great example.
I have a friend that is also a deputy, and he says that golf courses have changed up the way they roll, basically, in regard to the coronavirus. It's one person per cart, per golf cart. You no longer pull the pin out at every hole. You leave the pin right where it is. And they've also kind of put a device around either the stick. On some courses, they just turn the cup upside down so that your ball never really falls in the hole. It just sits, in the hole. And you reach in, you can basically tap it out with your club. There's no rakes at any of the bunkers. There's no ball washers anymore, so you got to play the whole game with dirty balls.
I'm sorry?
Yes, you heard me.
I have to play around with dirty balls?
Yes. Yeah, you can't wash them. Yeah, you can't wash your balls anymore.
What if you have someone else do it?
Still, it's frowned upon. Yeah, it's frowned upon. They want you to have dirty balls, apparently. But
what about sweaty balls?
But my thing is, they're telling people that you can go out and you can exercise, you can, walk on the trails and ride on bike trails and do things to be active. Just because you don't golf, you don't have to hate the people that are golfing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not essential, but it's a physical activity. It's out there walking, and they're walking. I think the golf courses have done a pretty decent job in making it as, coronavirus acceptable as possible.
Texas T says you can clean your own balls if you have a wet towel.
Well, there you go. Who knew? You do it right there on the green, or from the box, maybe from the tee box. I don't know. Where's the best place to clean your balls, do you think?
Driving range? I'm not sure. Putting green? Sasha says just pee on it.
That could happen. Yeah. Morning, Dave. Dave's here. Dave checking in.
Hey, there aren't always restrooms on golf courses where you need them.
I have noticed that, and it's the way I golf. It's a 5-hour game.
Yeah.
So, and there's no way I'm going to be able to go 5 hours without peeing. So
Hell, I can't even go 2 hours at night anymore. I don't know what's going on with me lately, but I'm up like every 2 or 3 hours.
Dang.
I know I should probably stop, drinking fluids before I go to bed, but
yeah, give it a rest for a couple hours before.
all right, let's see. Vicky says, but still the golfers are meeting on course. 18th hole, having beer is an attitude. It's not going to get them.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
The sad part is on social media, I see people say, well, hopefully they all get it. All right. Well, that's going a little bit too far.
Yeah. We don't wish that on anyone. Not on this show, okay? We don't roll like that.
Well, and the sad thing is, even if they do get it, if they're reasonably healthy, probably not going to affect them. However, it's whoever they go home to, if they have, or whoever they visit, if they go visit their parents or,
right.
Grandparents or whatever the case may be. If you visit somebody elderly and you've been exposed to it, well, now you've just exposed them to it also.
Anon says that hairdryer keeps waking you up. It's true.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up. I do sleep with a hairdryer blowing on me. And that's what makes me quirky. Another thing that makes me quirky?
Almost everything?
Yes. I'm quirky-ish.
You are a little quirky.
I like waffles and pancakes. Well, I'm not big on pancakes, but I love maple syrup on waffles. But I don't want maple syrup flavored bacon. That smell makes me nauseous. And same thing with sausages.
So good.
I don't want my sausages to touch the maple syrup. So my wife has to serve them in a separate bowl.
That's quirky. That's semi-quirky.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, we made we made keto waffles.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Keto? I haven't heard you speak of this before.
They make a waffle mix that is keto friendly. However, syrup is not really keto friendly, but you know what is? Whipped cream. So you can put all the whipped cream you want on there, and butter. You load it up with butter.
Oh, butter's the best. Yeah.
Load it up with butter, whipped cream, and you get yourself some pretty damn good waffles.
All right. Just checking out some of the things on the live chat this morning. Ronnie, let's see. Back to Heather and her struggles. Sorry, Heather.
Yes.
We got distracted.
Train went off the tracks. You
know what? Here's what it comes down to. You can only do what you can do. You can only do so much.
Yeah.
You can really only protect yourself. You can't worry about, the company doesn't make the customers put on a mask or gloves. You can't worry about that.
Right.
How do you feel about this, Ronnie? There are some companies who are paying their employees hazard pay on top of their regular wage.
I'm not opposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, right now that's probably, and especially if they are in one of those jobs that I would say is very essential, like a bank or a grocery store, something that would cause people to freak out if they were suddenly closed. So, or, law enforcement or fire department. I don't feel too concerned for myself. We got a message from our sheriff that I listened to yesterday. And whereas typically they encourage you to go out and be proactive and to contact people and to, try to, it keeps the county safer if you're out there, pulling on doors and contacting people. And he said, hey, don't do that. If you don't, if there's something quirky about it or you don't feel right about it, don't do it. You're not being graded by how proactive you are during the coronavirus.
There's not going to be a quiz, in other words?
There's no quiz. No. So you don't have to go out and contact people unnecessarily just to keep busy, which is what we've always done. Whenever you've got a free minute, you're looking for a car that's got a burnt out tail light or something to stop. Hey, are you on probation, parole? Run them for warrants. Take people to jail. Get crazy, dirty criminals off the street, and makes everything safer.
Somebody told me the other day that officers are not writing tickets right now.
Deputies don't write a lot of tickets typically, and I haven't asked any of my coworkers, but I would bet that it has gone down quite a bit.
And crime seems to be down as well.
Crime,
especially breaking and entering homes.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's because everybody's in their homes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd have to be crazy to do that. However, there are crazy criminals out there. It still happens. There's cases of it that I see on the internet every once in a while that pop up. But yeah, with all these people home, you sure wouldn't want to do it. I mean, if I were a criminal, that would be, especially if I were a burglar, I think I would take a month off or two. So.
Okay. Well, Heather in Seattle, here's the deal. The best thing that you can do is come home from work, take your clothes off in your room, call me. No, take a shower, call me. No. And
I did that yesterday.
Called me?
I got home. I got home from work, put my uniform in the hamper, and jumped right in the shower.
Yeah.
I told Vicky, you know what? I'm not freaked out about this thing, but I did have contact. I sat in a vehicle that somebody else had sat in before me. I had close contact with, other deputies that I don't know what their hygiene is like, or if they're social distancing. And so, yeah, I got home and right in the shower.
All right, Heather, thank you for your email.
Yep.
There go our email addresses right there, lou@menaresosmart.com and or ronnie@menaresosmart.com. Wanted to once again mention that we have the Men Are So Smart fan gear available to you. We have t-shirts for both men and women in all sizes, small through 3X. The t-shirts come in black, gray, and white, and they're $19.99 per shirt. We also have hoodies, which are really pretty cool. And let's see if I can show this one here. Okay. And turn it back on. Can't get it. I have to move it up.
Well.
Okay. Thanks to Donna Kelly. Donna is wearing a gray with pink logo woman's t-shirt. And we also can make them in black with the pink logo, which are pretty sharp as well. Man, you can get them in any color, any size, whatever you like. In fact, Copper Dan got the very first glow-in-the-dark Men Are So Smart t-shirt or hoodie.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
There's a couple of more. They'll be coming out sporadically. You may or may not receive a glow-in-the-dark one. If you do, consider yourself very lucky, because there aren't many of them left.
The downside is if this whole virus turns people into zombies,
right?
You won't want to wear your glow-in-the-dark.
Good point.
Yeah.
I know you're preparing for the zombie apocalypse, Ron. What are some of the things you do?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
We got a little toilet paper. Mm-hmm. We got a little food. Mm-hmm. We got guns and ammo. Mm-hmm. So we're ready.
Send lawyers, guns, and money. The shit has hit the fan. Hey!
The only thing we haven't stocked up on is cash. So
that's the one thing I have stocked up on. We have one of our viewers is a beautiful woman by the name of Melanie Dodson. I know you know who that is. She and my wife Teresa are lifelong friends, and what a wonderful friendship they have. Melanie sends Teresa a care package every week, and in each care package is several rolls of toilet paper. What a nice gift,
Dang.
It's the gift that sort of keeps on giving.
The gift that keeps on wiping.
Exactly, Ronnie. Thank you.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
it's time for a feature that we did last week when we talked about concerts that you and I have both been to.
Yep.
And this week, I thought what we do is the jobs that we've had. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you 5 jobs that we've had, and one of them is untrue.
Yep.
Okay? And they're not in any sequential order, no order whatsoever. And I think what we'll do, Ronnie, is I'll go first, and then you can guess, and then we'll let our viewers guess which one.
Okay.
And then we'll do the same thing for you as well.
Okay.
You'll give your 5, and then I'll try to pick what it is, and we'll see what the viewers say about that. All right, so 5 jobs I've had. One is a lie, in no particular order. Here we go. Paperboy, the Sacramento Union.
All right.
Car wash gas station employee.
Okay.
Nightclub DJ event coordinator.
All right.
Delivery driver for Carmichael Florist.
Okay.
Morning radio show host, classic rock station, Salt Lake City. Okay, so I'll go through them really quickly one more. Now, viewers, go ahead and make your picks. I'm going to move next to the live chat and see what people are saying. So once again, 5 jobs I've had. One is a lie. Paperboy, Sacramento Union. Car wash gas station employee, Bubble Machine Car Wash. Nightclub DJ event coordination, the Classic Jukebox. Delivery driver for Carmichael Florist. Or morning radio show host, classic rock station, Salt Lake City. Okay, Ronnie, let me get over to the live chat here now. Let's see what people are saying. Delivery driver, Jason says, for Carmichael Florist. Okay, There's a vote for that.
Flower delivery talk show host. Most people are saying flower delivery.
Yes, Jim Siri. Hi, good morning, Jim. Thank you for watching this morning. Says talk show host. Okay.
Dustin says driver.
Davio says no, nightclub DJ. Lie.
Oh.
Okay. Lou and Ronnie fan 500 says delivery driver. Jim Siri says talk show host. Interesting, Jim. Okay, because, I mean, if you didn't know, I actually host a talk show on the radio right now.
Yeah.
So I think we can pretty much throw that one out the window.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Morning Radio Utah, says Matt McGrew. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Tisha. Sorry we're on late this morning. I apologize. Jason, go ahead.
I'm going to give you my guess. You tell me when you're ready, and I'll throw mine out there.
Okay, let me just make sure. Let's see. Anybody else who's weighed in? Just came back from Michigan to Texans.
Yep. Otis is on to something.
Okay.
Lou hates car washes. He does.
I'm not a fan of car washes.
That wouldn't preclude him from working there, though.
Yeah, Otis says extra suds at the car wash at night. That story I've told before. The suds went all the way across Arden Way.
Yep. It happens.
Okay, Ronnie, go ahead and make your guess. Which one of those jobs did I not have?
I don't think you were a paper boy.
You don't think I delivered papers for the Sacramento Union?
No.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
You were right. I was never a mail carrier. Let's see. Let me get back to these things. Car wash. Yeah, I worked at the Bubble Machine Car Wash. My car was always clean. Nightclub DJ event coordinator. I did work at a place called the Classic Jukebox, which was a 50s and 60s nightclub, and I was the DJ and booked the live entertainment. Delivery driver for Carmichael Florist, Ronnie. I had that job for one afternoon.
You know what? I used to do it because Greg Everly owned a florist. He owned Conroy's.
That's right. I remember. I used to get all my flowers there.
I would deliver for him on Valentine's Day and Mother's Day.
And probably make a bundle.
And straight tips. I drove their vehicle. I drove one of their vans, but I worked just for the tips. And I would make, I don't know, in 8 hours, maybe $200 in tips. It's like, oh yeah, I can deal with that. So yeah, he didn't have me on the payroll though. It was just those 2 days a year.
All right, Ronnie, let's do your 5 jobs. One of them is a lie. Viewers, get ready.
Yes.
Okay, and
Okay.
I'm going to watch the live chat.
Okay. I've been an automobile mechanic.
Okay.
I've been an electrician. I've been a car salesman, a busboy, and a paper boy. So there you have it. Let me go over those. Auto mechanic, an electrician, car salesman, busboy, paper boy.
Okay, viewers, cast your votes now.
Sasha's saying I was not an electrician.
Okay.
Let's see. Anon says car salesman. Copper Dance says car salesman. Oh, there's a lot of car salesmen.
Davio says, it's okay, you can smoke on YouTube. I'm sorry. It's Sunday morning. My wife just brought me a fresh cup of coffee. Yeah. Okay.
Dustin says busboy.
Tisha says electrician. Mechanic says Jimmy Fast. Really, Jimmy? Isn't Jimmy the one that asks about your Vega t-shirts?
I think it is, as a matter of fact, yeah.
We're both car guys. I mean, there's no question about it. I don't work on them much anymore, only because my back won't allow. But yeah. Okay, car salesman, says Matt McGrew. Dave Hedblum says electrician. I happen to know about that one.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Yeah, there's and I didn't throw out the obvious, the deputy sheriff thing, because I think probably if this is not your first show, you know that I'm a deputy.
Well, once a month now.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a lot more now.
Oh, I thought you were telling me you weren't getting any hours. What the hell, Ronnie? You don't tell me anything anymore.
So somebody at work hurt their back, so I've been going in for that. I've been covering canine training, so I've been going in. In fact, I worked yesterday, and I work again tomorrow. And then I've got next Saturday, and then the following Sunday. So the 26th, there will be no mass. There'll be a special Saturday mass that day.
And since you mentioned that, buddy, I should also mention that's why, as a subscriber to our show, you should click the bell. Now is as good a time as any to do that, because we may have a couple of live shows that pop up at different times, and if you click the notification bell, you won't miss any of the shows. Okay, so if you haven't already done so, do it. If you haven't subscribed to our show, please do that, and as I said, click the bell. All right, Ronnie, I'm going to go with car salesman.
You are correct.
I knew it. Yeah,
I worked for a car dealer,
right?
But I never sold cars there. So, what's crazy though is not everybody knows. I mean, I was an auto mechanic. I worked at Woolco.
Right.
I started out just as a tire monkey, just mounting and balancing tires, and then worked my way up and started doing front end alignments and replacing worn out ball joints and pitman arms. And...
He put some guy named Pepe out of work.
And so I did that for a little while. I made pretty good money, but my at the time girlfriend didn't like that I had grease underneath my fingernails 24/7. But my electrician job, I only worked weekends. I worked for Mark Berlucci's dad.
Uh-huh.
He used to do all the maintenance work for Wells Fargo. So he was like the contractor that brought in all the subs to do electrical work. Well, his electrical contractor was called DeVore Industries. And what they did, Monday through Friday, they did a lot of things. But there were certain places that didn't want electricians, and we weren't electricians really. All we did is we changed the bulbs in the LED fixtures, or LED in the fluorescent fixtures, and we would change the ballasts, and we would also change the starters in the fluorescent fixtures. But they didn't want people around when they were doing that, so we went into banks. Used to be back in the day, banks were closed on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
and we would go into banks on Saturday and Sunday, clean and rebulb all their fixtures. And we went into some car dealerships. They used to be closed on Sunday. So we did that. So that was, and I had to join even though I was just an apprentice, quote unquote, I had to join the frickin' union. It was like, I can't remember. It was $25 a month for an apprentice, I think. It wasn't terrible. Busboy, I was busboy at several different restaurants, and I did deliver papers for the Sacramento Bee.
Yes, you did.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, there's a lost industry right there.
Yeah, they're on their way out.
Who reads a newspaper anymore? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ronnie, let's see. It's time for OK Boomer. OK Boomer. You know, when we were kids, that's how this segment goes. It starts with when we were kids. Back when we were kids, there were 4 TV channels and that was it. And, you know, without jumping to the headline here, I think the problem nowadays with generations is kids are inundated with too many choices. You've heard that saying, 300 channels and nothing on.
Yes.
That's really the case. It made me think about it this morning when I was watching some kind of infomercial for what do you call those things that you put on your joints, like your knees and your elbows, and it's like
a brace.
Yeah, but it's like the flex material that they have now. You know what I'm talking about?
It's
chain
not the
mash or something.
Magnets in it, or copper or something.
Yeah, but who in the hell is that for? And why are those still on TV? We had 4 channels, and one of them was wrestling.
Well, and one of them was the PBS, was public broadcasting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so really there was really only like 2 channels. And remote controls, if you were lucky enough to have one of those, it was kind of like you'd push this plastic button down and it would go ka-dunk, ka-dunk.
Yep. I had one on one TV and it did just that.
Yep.
And all there was a volume control and a channel control. And if something was blocking it, it had a light bulb in the front, and if something was blocking that, there's no way it was going to work. Now I can control my TV from across the room and point it in any direction I want, and it works just fine.
And you know, it was like with those 4 channels, if the president was giving a speech, you knew you were going to miss Flipper.
Yeah, it's on all the channels. Yeah. As long as it didn't supersede like Gilligan's Island, I was okay.
Remember Big Time Wrestling with Hank Renner?
I absolutely do.
Oh my gosh, we watched that all the time.
I used to grab like a pillow and I would do body slams in my living room.
Oh,
I
course.
would body slam the pillow, yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for my sister.
I didn't have brothers or sisters, so.
My sister used to get the brunt of Big Time Wrestling, I can tell you. She didn't appreciate it much.
Put her in any sleeper holds?
Oh, of course. Yeah, sleeper holds, the crab. Who were some of the wrestlers we used to watch?
Oh,
Peter Maivia.
Johnson.
Peter Maivia.
Yeah. Peter Maivia. You know, Rocky Johnson is The Rock's father. He just recently passed away, by the way. Yeah. And also Ray the Crippler Stevens.
Ray Stevens.
And there were so many villains. They had the 2 Asian guys that always karate chopped somebody. And
I know who you're talking about. The brothers.
I can't remember. Yeah, they were like a tag team. That was some unbelievably great theatrics. Tisha is saying it was a Memorial Auditorium, and it absolutely was. They filmed all that live at Memorial.
Haystack Calhoun.
Yes. Yeah.
The Kinji Shibuya.
Was Haystack the guy that went out there with a 2x4 in his hand and he was a little cross-eyed?
I can't remember, but he used to wear coveralls. Or no, what do you call those? Not coveralls.
They were coveralls, I think, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bib overalls. I don't know. All right. Copper Dan says Dusty Rhodes.
I remember Dusty Rhodes.
That's a great name for a traffic reporter.
Yeah, and I think there is a DJ somewhere out there with that name, Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah. Creativity, your imagination are lost today. I don't know what that means. Okay. All right. So next up on the show, I think it's probably time that we do our Mantasy Draft, Ron. Okay. This is probably our most popular feature on the program. I usually spend a whole lot of time explaining how it works. Not this week. If you're new, you'll have to figure it out yourself. The way that we get this started, though, is with rock, paper, scissors. And I almost messaged you last night, Ronnie. Last night at 7:40, I'm telling you right now, I was in your head. Did you feel it? Around 7:40.
I felt something.
Yep. Not the earthquake. You farted.
I farted and it was gone. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it may have just been gas, but I did feel something.
Okay. Well, I was in your head last night. I know exactly what you're going to throw. I'm not going to say it because then you won't do it, but I know what you're going to throw, and so based on that, I know what I'm going to throw.
Okay.
And you realize I've won this Mantasy Draft the last 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm well aware. Oh, it's Easter. I just got a pop-up reminder. It's Easter.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of Easter, our topic today will be things Ronnie and I want the Easter Bunny to bring today. Okay. Yep. It's so early. Nobody in the Gallagher compound is even up this morning, so we haven't done the Easter Bunny or Easter egg hiding thing yet. But so this is things the Easter Bunny should bring Ronnie and I. Are you ready, Ronnie? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
that's exactly what I thought, Ronnie. That's exactly what I thought you were gonna throw. I was in your head.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go first. I'm not going to defer this week. I'm going to go first.
Okay. All right.
And in the category things we want the Easter Bunny to bring us, my first pick will be Jennifer Aniston in Nothing But Bunny Ears.
Ooh, that was also my first pick.
That's why I didn't defer. I could not lose that one. I had to have me some Jennifer Aniston and bunny ears. Okay, so now Ronnie gets 2 picks. He gets the second pick in the first round and the first pick in the second round.
Yep. Well, and this would be almost daily. I want this. Round table pizza.
Okay, so we've talked about this before. That happens to be both of our favorite pizza places. We both enjoy Round Table. It may be regional, and we're sorry, but if you have a favorite pizza place, then you can obviously cast your vote for Ron and insert your own pizza place over that. But Ronnie's going to go with Round Table Pizza. I'm sorry, your time is up, Ron. And that brings us to the conclusion of our day. Our broadcast day. All right, so Round Table Pizza is your first pick in the first round. Second pick in the first round.
Okay. The next pick would be a case of toilet paper. Yeah, and I think the Easter Bunny has room for that. May not fit in those little plastic eggs.
Right.
But they can just drop it at the door, ring the doorbell, and take off.
Okay, so Ronnie wants the Easter Bunny to bring him Round Table Pizza and toilet paper.
Yep.
I have gone with Jennifer Aniston in Nothing But Bunny Ears. And my second pick in the second round, is going to be baseball season to come back.
Oh, man, that's huge.
Please, Easter Bunny. Please. I'm begging you. I cannot watch the American League Division Series from 1998 anymore. I can't do it. I need baseball. I need to know that I don't know the outcome of the game. I don't want to see something from 25 years ago. Please, Easter Bunny, please bring the baseball season back. I'm begging you. And finally, I have Jennifer Aniston in Nothing But Bunny Ears.
Mm-hmm.
I have baseball season to come back. And my third pick is going to be a Lexus. Not new, but new to me.
Ooh, nice. Any particular model? Yeah, one you're looking at?
Probably one of those ES ones.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah.
Very sporty. My neighbor has one.
Yeah, well, I'll never be able to afford the one your neighbor has. But, again, not new, but new to me. Okay, and Ronnie, now we come to you for your final pick. And don't forget, you can start casting your votes now for who you believe will win today. The trophy is still at Ronnie's casa.
Yes.
But he can hand it to me, which I'm sure is going to happen. But Ronnie, just for the heck of it, go ahead and make your last pick.
Okay. I am going to say, and it's all, there's so many things that I really want the Easter Bunny to bring me. I'm going to say, I want Easter Bunny to bring me and everybody a coronavirus vaccine, so that this could all be behind us and over with. Just done.
You know what we call that where I come from? Grandstanding.
Yeah. Yep. I want peace on earth.
That was going to be one of my choices. I thought about it. But I got too many other things I need in front of that. I'm sorry. You people get in line. You want your peace? I got your peace. I got your peace right here. All right, so once again, I have Jennifer Aniston in Nothing But Bunny Ears, baseball season to come back, and a Lexus, a used Lexus that's new to me. Ronnie, go ahead.
I've got Round Table Pizza. I've got a coronavirus vaccine, and oh my God, what was my second one?
Shoot, I was
Vicky,
looking away.
Little help. What was my second one? Holy cow, we may have to run the tape back.
All right, let's stop down and run back. You don't write these down, I take it, huh, Ronnie?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I should have done that. I only put my...
The coronavirus vaccine.
A case of toilet paper.
Case
Thank
of
you.
toilet
And on
paper.
and on.
All right,
yes,
thank
and on
you.
and on. Yes, you rock, dude.
Tisha says Ronnie thinks with his heart. He's got you fooled. You don't know him like I do. Ronnie wins, says Copper Dan. Dave Hedblum says Ron wins. Let's see. Anon says Lou. Well, that is different. Naked Jennifer. Whoa, then what? Is she a poster or they're making dinner?
Just cleaning up, kind of
wearing an apron.
Dusting.
Nothing but an apron and bunny ears.
Yep.
Okay. Anon says teepee. Davio says a baby's arm holding an apple.
That's a throwback to the tubes.
Tubes, yeah.
Yep.
Man, if they don't have the Little League World Series this year, I'm done, says Otis.
He's not wrong.
By the way, Otis, I hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm sorry if
Yeah.
I've been neglectful of getting in contact with you. There's so many things going on in this world. Rick Clemens says Lou wins.
Matt and Jason both say Lou wins. Oh, and Sledneck.
Doug
Lou won for
Carver.
the first pick.
Doug Carver says I win.
Sasha this week is going with me.
All
so
right. The house is split.
The dead household is split.
Mm-hmm. Jim Black says Ronnie wins.
Wow, it's pretty close.
It's probably that goddamn peace on earth thing. Okay, all right.
It's too close for me to call.
I know.
We may have to have somebody go back and tabulate the votes because for a minute there, it was all me, and then all of a sudden, it's all you.
There was a resurgence.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, seriously, people, men right now. I'm looking at you. Look, I'm looking into the camera. Jennifer Aniston in Nothing But Bunny Ears. Do you know how long it took me to think of that?
I would imagine that's your go-to for anything.
Well, yeah, it is. I know, but and that's why I had to win and go first because I knew you were going to take it.
Okay, I'm going to go back and tabulate real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
Davio says an apron on Jennifer. Nice. Vicky says Ron wins. What choice do you have, Vicky? He's your husband.
True enough. Okay. We got one for you,
Okay.
one for me.
All right.
We got, let's see, another one for you. So 2-1, 3-1 for you, 4-1 for you, 5-1.
Ronnie, you're digging your own grave.
Then 5-2, 5-3, 5-4.
Jim Bleck says Jen bleh. Really?
Then 5-5, then 6-5 you. Then
Doug,
7-5,
okay.
8-5, 9-5, 10-5, 10-6, 10-7, 10-8.
Ooh, this is close.
10-9.
Oh, Lord.
10-10.
Oh, it's tied.
And that's it. That's where it ends up. It's 10-10.
Next vote wins.
Somebody give me a vote.
Somebody vote for Jennifer Aniston and me canoodling.
I need the sympathy vote for world peace.
No, world peace, that's overrated.
It's coronavirus cure. Yeah, that's what I'm actually looking for. There it is. Okay, Larry. There's a new vote. Okay,
what?
Larry gives me yes.
No.
Thank you, okay.
No, that doesn't count. I meant 2 votes. All right, Larry, you did it. Okay, Ronnie.
Thank you, Larry.
You get to keep the trophy. It's about time, Ronnie. You haven't won in 3 weeks, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
If it hadn't have been for world peace, I don't know where you'd be.
There it is, right there. It keeps flashing in and out.
You might want to share that with OK Larry this week.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
I
wonder if OK is for Oklahoma.
Ken Blythe says Lou wins. There it's tied again, 11-11.
Too late.
I'm not going to be like Bernie Sanders and just drop out of this. Okay, Lou, trim the beard. All right, you know what? It's time for a brand new segment here on the program, and it's called Manscaping with Lou.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. Oh, here it is.
Above the neck only, please. You heard me.
I did. Oh, I even have a mirror here.
Well, that'll be helpful.
Okay. So I've had this beard. I'm optimistic. I've had this beard since the beginning.
9 a.m., so.
I know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I've had this beard since the beginning of the coronavirus. My wife is absolutely sick of it. What was that? And I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty tired of it myself. However, my wife does say that she wants the goatee to stay.
Okay. All right.
I actually considered shaving my head because I still can't get a haircut, but there's no money involved in that. So if you want to send me a couple $100, I'll shave my head. All right, here we go.
Okay. It's looking, because that was a little Wolverine thing going on the side there.
It was.
Yeah.
All right, it's all coming off. My wife is going to be so thrilled. All right, now this side.
Wow, that thing is fast.
You can talk while I'm shaving.
I'm dumbstruck, though. I don't know what to say. I do like the... Well, you can talk while you're shaving, too, can't you? It's not like chewing gum and walking. It's... Okay, yeah. Careful, don't catch any part of that goatee.
You know, I got to say, Ryan, this feels so good.
You know what?
Get this off my face.
I've been letting mine grow a little bit because I wasn't working that much, and it's itchy. I just always find myself doing this. It's just a little bit itchy.
Mine got to a point where that didn't make any difference whatsoever.
No.
All right. And you'll remember what happened the last time I did this.
Yes, you don't want to do that. No.
Okay. So there you have it.
There it is.
The beard is virtually gone. I'll do the cleanup after the show here this morning. I'm even going to take some out of this. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, my God. That feels so good.
Oh, I just sneezed.
That was a
I might
sneeze?
sneeze again. I might sneeze again. I don't know.
I've warned you about that.
But
Okay,
I
so
get
there you go.
sneeze, and I sneeze into my hand. I don't know. Of course, it was my right hand, so don't shake hands with me.
Don't touch your face, says Dave.
I do that all the time. Vicky was keeping track a couple weeks ago, and I did it like 100 times. So
Copper Dan says much better, Lou. Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's gone. And by next week we're on Sunday, but then the following week we're on Saturday, right?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
the 26th is a no go for me.
Okay, got you. All right, Ronnie. Let's see if there's anything else we need to get to here this morning. This just in: Uranus is still leaking gas. Tiger King. Sasha it has an address for people to send letters to Joe Exotic.
We probably should touch a little bit on Tiger King.
All right.
Because we've both seen it now.
Yes, we have.
And you know what? It would be really great if every viewer maybe could send us a letter, and we could send one mass letter, like one big sending to Joe Exotic to prison. He's in prison right now, by the way, if you haven't watched the...
I have a feeling he's going to need somebody to read it to him.
Yeah, don't use big words. Yeah, keep everything to maybe 2-syllable words.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to, spell them phonetically. So, yeah.
Dear Joe Exotic, where do you get off? That's a great way to start any letter. Where do you get off?
Well, if you really want to get his attention, tell him, I really think that Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got his attention.
For sure.
Yes. And say, and I plan to prove it with your help.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Flatter him. Flattery will get you everywhere. All right. I thought of another thing that makes me quirky. You know what I love to do? Watch Love Connection on YouTube.
Really? Oh, old ones?
Really old ones from the 80s.
God,
the fashions are ridiculous, Ronnie. The girls and their hair.
Well, they were ridiculous back then because they were the eccentric ones that were on on there. So they were very 70-ish. You see a lot of go-go boots and mini skirts. So,
and
I'm trying to think.
I'd like to talk.
There's been a couple. Go ahead.
I'd like to talk more about Love Connection, and I'll do that in 2 and 2.
Vicky last night was watching the Best of Newlywed Game with Bob Eubanks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Some of the answers they give are hilarious. One of the questions they asked was, how long has your mother-in-law been alive in decades? How many decades has your mother-in-law been alive?
Mm-hmm.
And so the husband goes, I don't know what a decade is. And so he answered 10. He said 10. And when they came back, his wife also guessed 10. She didn't know what a decade was either.
They're perfect for each other.
Some of the answers there are just the best. Some of them that, this is not a kid TV show, but I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but he asked the wife, what is the one thing your husband does not like on his wiener? And she thought, and obviously, he means like ketchup or relish or, whatever. She said Ben Gay. She's not wrong. Yeah, I think she's dirty.
Ronnie, that brings us to the ultimate Newlywed Game answer.
Okay.
And I'm really even not sure I can say this.
I think I know.
But there was one question where Bob Eubank says to the wife, "What's the strangest place you ever made whoopee?"
Yes.
And her answer was, do I say it, Ronnie, or not?
Say it. It's on TV. It's on TV.
Oh, I think it's been taken off TV. I think it's been put on YouTube only because of this. What's the strangest place you ever made whoopee? In the butt?
Yep. I think she says that'd be the butt, Bob, or something like that.
It's supposed to be an innocent show. Not ours. The newlywed.
No. Yeah.
Tisha McGrew says, kinky. Ben Gay. No.
A little bit. Yeah.
Doug Carver says, walkabout at getting a muscle cramp in the arm. That's funny you bring that up. I had a muscle cramp in both of my calves 2 days in a row. On Friday, it was the right one, and yesterday, it was the left one. And honest to God, I can barely walk. The one on my left leg has gone all the way up to my hamstring.
Dang.
So
maybe it's a tumor.
Or a threemer.
It's not a tumor.
It's a threema. Okay, let's see what people are saying. That's going to bring us pretty much to the conclusion of the show today.
Yeah, you know what? Jason is he's on to something. You probably are a little bit dehydrated. You're not drinking enough water.
You know, that's exactly what I did, Jason. I drank 2 bottles of water immediately after that happened.
Yep. Yeah. That's always what causes it for me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Eat bananas.
Yeah. I haven't had a banana in a long time.
Yeah. Christine says blood clot.
Probably.
Gee, I can only hope.
Let's go straight to that. Let's go straight to the catastrophic stuff.
Otis says, say something mushy. Cream of wheat.
That is mushy.
I hate oatmeal. Oatmeal is so gross.
Cream of wheat's not oatmeal, though, is it? It technically, I don't know what it's. It's much finer. They make a cream of wheat that's amazing. It's cream of wheat that tastes like Cinnabon. It's amazing. It's over the top.
You know what we're trying today for breakfast? Those Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, but cooked in the waffle maker.
Ooh, I bet that's good.
Now we're going to try it for the first time today.
Dang. I don't think we have any of that, but yeah, I might be down for that too.
Okay, so we've come to the live chat at this point. Anything that you'd like to say to us that you haven't already in this hour before we hang up the phone and go sit in a corner in the fetal position for the rest of the Easter day? After the technical difficulties, the glitches we had trying to get on this morning.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have a single issue on my end, by the way.
Yeah, Jason says I should turn over the administrative duties to you, Ron. And you know I will gladly do that.
It would be a completely different show if I was in charge of it.
I bet it would. I bet it would. Would it be better?
I'm not even sure you'd be on it, honestly.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, so you're going to have your own show called Ronnie is So Smart? Is that the idea?
Yes.
Man is So Smart?
Man is So Smart.
Wow. All right. I'm still not opposed. All right. Anything anybody else wants to say? Drink a shot of pickle juice before bed for leg cramps. No, Vicky, not pickle juice. Although I do love pickles, not pickle juice.
Let's see. Rick Clemenson, just go away. That was one of our segments.
Otis says, read the email I sent. Okay, I will. What you all eat is a show in itself. Oh! You know, let's bring this up right now, Ron.
Okay.
For months, we've been telling you that Sasha and Jason and Ronnie and I have a group thread that we participate in just about every single day. I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times a day where
at least
somebody has something to say.
Yep.
And then the thread evolves from there. We haven't even talked to Sasha and Jason about this. Maybe we should have first.
Yeah.
But we're thinking about doing a Friday night show after hours, like maybe 9 o'clock on the West Coast, and I think that's 11 o'clock for Jason and Sasha in the Midwest.
Yep.
And it's going to be an adult-oriented show where just about anything goes.
The gloves are off.
Yeah. These threads that we have are so hilarious that they would make for a show in and of itself. And we're thinking of the possibility of doing like a Friday night show after hours. What do y'all think about that? Would you like to see Lou, Ronnie, Sasha, and Jason do a show together? Just kind of a special thing, not a regular thing.
Christine says it would be past her bedtime. It would be past our bedtimes too.
Yeah.
And I think that probably Jason and Sasha could handle it. They're young. They're whippersnappers, so they could stay up till 11 o'clock there.
Yeah, I would think.
Tisha says okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It works.
Let's see.
You're getting them faster than me.
The booze can special every Friday night.
What are you suggesting?
Oh. And then Sasha says,
yeah, read that one.
Would you like to see Lou and Ronnie cry? Yeah, because she could do it. Yeah,
gloves are off.
Yeah, she could do it.
Now, Sasha, I gotta remind you that if the gloves are off for everybody too. So there would be.
I think she could take it. She's not one of those I can hand it up and can't take it.
Lou and Ronnie fan says that would be great. Someone send me a reminder so I can watch, says Christine.
Okay.
Men are so smart after dark, says Tisha.
Massad.
Yeah. Anon says, that'll be a fun show. Sasha says, I ain't scared of you.
Well, and the great thing is, she could probably set it up way easier on her end than we can on ours.
You're not going to get a debate from me on that, Ronnie. I'd actually hire somebody to come over to my house every week and do this for me. So all I do is just walk out in the garage in my boxer shorts and a tie.
Yeah.
But no.
That's not happening.
No, it ain't happening. Let's see. The cloud police will be taking you guys to internet jail.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Well, and there is one thing on if you do a Zoom meeting with more than 2 people, the limit is 40 minutes. So that's probably about appropriate time anyway. So that would be good.
Yeah, we'll just have to get all the curse words out really early to make sure.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Get them in early and often.
Mad Mass After Dark, says Dustin. Mad Mass. I like it. All right, so you guys are all behind it, I would see. It would seem. And so that's something that we'll put in the works here and see if we can't get that going.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sure I can speak for Ronnie when I say that we wish you a wonderful, wonderful Easter, hoping that you can spend it with the people that you love, or at the very least you're cooped up with. Are you guys going to do anything special, Ronnie? Are you going to make it a dinner or anything? Nothing?
No, it's just going to be, I mean, it used to be different when our kids would come home.
Oh, yeah.
And Jessica is pregnant and, and they're kind of sheltered in place in San Francisco.
Right.
And in fact, they got an order from their mayor or somebody that there's a curfew. So they don't want anybody out in the streets after, I don't know if it's 10 p.m. or midnight or something, but San Francisco is taking it to the next level yet. I
feel bad for the heroin addicts. Where are they going to get their heroin?
Yeah, well, what do the homeless people do? Yeah.
They're even more homeless, I guess.
So, it's so it is. And I think I was telling you or somebody that a couple of years ago we had a great Easter. My son-in-law worked for an internet app company that did animal videos, and we had an Easter egg hunt with the dogs out front. And it was so great. It was
one
hilarious.
at a time, though.
One at a time,
right?
Because they They don't necessarily. Two of them get along fine, but three at a time is like, oh no, it's on.
One too many, yeah.
You're gonna be spraying a couple dogs with a hose if there's more than two out there. So we did them one at a time, and it turned out amazing. And it was, God, it had so many views. It had like, I can't remember, 500,000 views or something like that. It was something crazy.
At the Gallagher compound, we have a family tradition. And of course, all of my kids and their kids live in my house. And so we'll all be together. We have a delicious spiral ham. We have Polish kielbasa made in sauerkraut with bacon. My wife makes two types of potato salad, one with onions and celery and the other without. My wife's potato salad recipe has won awards. It's that good.
Wow.
We'll have some kind of a vegetable and some rolls. And I will be downing all of the said food with horseradish.
I do love me some horseradish.
Goes good on ham, especially on kielbasa.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good. So yeah,
we don't have any horseradish in the house here.
Yeah.
We do.
Do we? Oh, my wife says we do. I haven't seen it.
Make yourself a ham sandwich with some Danish ham and put some on there, Ronnie.
We do have some ham. We do have some
Perfect.
ham.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably be eating around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Probably be the time, I would guess. So, Ronnie, I am so fed up with no sports on TV. I don't know how much longer I can take this. And as I mentioned in that segment earlier, watching a game from 1988 is just not going to do it for me.
No.
Horse races from 10 years ago, not going to do it.
What do you think of the iRacing?
I think it's stupid. Racing? I think it's really stupid.
Yeah. And I was listening to one of the guys that's participating.
Yeah.
He's local here in California, and they were interviewing him, and he said,
Kyle Larson?
It wasn't Kyle Larson. It was somebody he's not a stock car. He's not a professional. He doesn't race NASCAR. He races one of the lower circuits, and I can't remember which one. I think I might recognize his name if he said it, but regardless, he says that because there's no possibility of getting hurt, people take more chances.
Well, people cause more wrecks is what happens.
Yes, exactly. And I watched a little bit. I probably watched about 20 minutes of it. It's very realistic looking. I can't believe how realistic looking it is until one car passes right through another one.
Right, yeah, that's kind of weird.
That's a little weird.
And you know what else is weird? When they show them on pit road and the car gets jacked up, but there's no people there doing it and changing tires.
Well, they're social distancing. Yeah. So it's nowhere near a perfect substitute, but I like the fact that the announcers are playing along and announcing it like a race.
I know, but it's if you buy the premise, you buy the bit. That's the thing in comedy. But I don't buy the premise. So
it's
last week they had like 8 restarts with 7 laps to go.
Oh God. Oh, well, and I can tell you who the kid is that they interviewed. He's won 2 of the races.
Matt DiBenedetto. Oh, no, not Matt DiBenedetto.
I think it's the number 66 car.
Yeah.
God darn it. I can't think of his name.
I know who you're talking about.
They did say that he's won 2 of the races.
You know what, Ronnie? I was thinking about this the other day. You know that I used to be the racetrack announcer at the local speedway here and have done announcing for many, many different types of races on Speed Channel and all kinds of stuff. But through the years, I have actually called races with drivers in them who are now in NASCAR.
Oh, wow.
Matt DiBenedetto was one of those drivers. In fact, I remember interviewing him after he won a race at the Speedway one night in the late model division. And there are several that I've seen since they were kids. And when I say kids, and I'm talking like 12 or 13 years old, and now they're 20, 21 years old and driving a NASCAR. And it's really kind of a cool thing to be able to go, I interviewed that dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's much like AA, AAA baseball, right. And then, hey, go into the bigs.
Mm-hmm.
If you stick with it and you are good enough and you have a good enough crew and
money,
equipment,
Money.
And you got bottom line is money. I mean, I think that's, first and foremost is money. Talent is one thing, but you can have all the talent in the world, and if you don't have money backing you, you're just never going to go very far. But I am getting back to our original point. I'm missing sports big time. God, you're home with nothing to do. And I did watch I've watched some old basketball. I miss basketball because of the finals right now. We'd be thick into the finals of basketball. In fact, might honestly be coming to a close right about now. But here we are. So what are you going to do?
And we're slotted to go now through May the 2nd, I think.
Yeah,
on
I heard
shelter in place,
May
May
1st.
1st.
It is. It's in May. As long as this is all cleared up, my birthday is the first week in May, so it's just ready to be cleared up by my birthday.
Well, see, that's what the world is worried about. So long as this coronavirus is not in place on Ronnie's birthday.
Yeah, it's all about me.
I heard the president say it the other day. Fantastic.
It's huge.
It's going to be huge. It's huge. Fantastic.
We're going to have a birthday party for Ronnie.
It's going to be big.
And Lou's going to pay for it.
All right, Ronnie, you got it. Okay, I think it's about time for us to get out of here, let people get to their Easter things. We sure appreciate that you watched this morning. Don't forget, there's going across the crawl right now is the woman's hoodies. We have them available in gray or black with a pink logo. They're just $39.99. All of our shirts and hoodies come in small, medium, large, extra large, 2X and 3X. And the hoodies go for $39.99. The T-shirts, which come in gray, white, and black, go for $19.99. They all come with free shipping. And we may be putting out some Men Are So Smart bandanas for the safety of
Face
America.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this logo that you see right there, that's what's going to be on them, the one that menaresosmart.com. That's our website, by the way, if you haven't checked that out already.
Nice.
And now that's coming across the bottom in the crawl. Ronnie, anything that you'd like to bring up before we head on out of here?
Hey, I got one thing.
Yeah.
Christine Kenzie's husband he had a pretty serious ailment here about 2 weeks ago, and he's home and on the mend. I just want to wish him the best. So hopefully he's right back and springs back quickly.
Okay, and Joel wants to tell Elva that he loves her very much.
Ooh, Joel. Yeah, this is a good platform for that.
Joel Rangel.
Yeah, Elva watches all the time.
She does. She just watched the last show. You know what she said? She goes, that guy, that Lou guy, I know him from AutoZone.
Oh, from back in the day.
With all the things that I do, you know me from the parts store? Okay.
AutoZone. Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Yeah. Well.
So got that taken care of. And Christine, best of luck.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, well, the last I heard, he's doing remarkable. He's pretty tough to keep him down.
Good.
So,
glad to hear that. All right. So we will be back next Sunday morning to grow the channel. Do they even have a show anymore, Ronnie? I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm blocked.
Okay.
I'm blocked. So I can't. Yeah.
That's funny. We don't block anybody. We don't block other shows from our channel, but they blocked us, huh?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so hope you have a great day. Hang in there. We're going to get through this. The only way we can get this done is together, but separate.
Yes. Big. Okay. That's the key word.
And we've got to flatten that curve, my friends.
I think we've done a pretty remarkable job so far. Keep it up.
Yeah. All right, I'm Lou Gallagher.
I'm Corvette Ronnie.
And we will see you on the very next Men Are So Smart. Bye-bye, everybody.